What was the social structure of the Shang Dynasty? Have you ever wondered how societies organized themselves thousands of years ago? The Shang Dynasty, which thrived during the Bronze Age in China, had a fascinating social structure that was quite hierarchical. This structure was closely linked to political power, land ownership, and military organization, as revealed through archaeological discoveries like city ruins, tombs, and oracle bones. At the very top of this social hierarchy was the king. He ruled from impressive palaces located in royal cities such as Shang, near modern Zhengzhou, and Anyang. The king held ultimate authority in political, religious, and military matters. He often led his people into battle to protect and expand his territory. The king's family, including younger brothers and nephews, formed the ruling elite. They governed smaller regions on behalf of the king and were seen as potential heirs to the throne. Just below the king was the nobility or aristocracy. This group consisted of nobles who controlled large parcels of land and managed regions from the capital. They were granted fiefs, which were pieces of land they were responsible for. Nobles organized irrigation and flood control, ensuring their lands remained fertile. They also provided military support to the king by raising and equipping troops, often with expensive bronze weapons and armor reserved for the elite. The common people made up the next layer of society. This group included peasants and serfs who worked the land owned by the aristocrats. Serfs were tied to the land and had to give a portion of their harvest to their noble overlords. Peasants were directly governed by local nobles and formed the agricultural backbone of Shang society. Archaeological findings from cemeteries show clear differences in burial practices and tomb sizes, which reflected social status. Royal and noble tombs were much larger and more richly furnished than those of commoners. This separation indicates a clear social stratification within the society. The Shang social organization also had a strong military aspect. Lineages and their followers were structured like quasi-military units. Interestingly, women in elite families could hold military commands and perform religious sacrifices, suggesting that some roles for females existed within this hierarchy. Family was a fundamental social unit during the Shang Dynasty. The oldest male member led the family, and the family's reputation was of utmost importance. Ancestor worship was a key cultural practice, showing respect for those who came before. The ruling elite used oracle bones, which are animal bones inscribed with questions and heated to produce cracks interpreted as answers from ancestors to guide their decisions. In summary, the Shang dynasty's social structure was a feudal system with clear class divisions based on birthright, land ownership, and military service. It centered around the king and his aristocratic family, supported by a large class of peasants and serfs who sustained the economy through agriculture. Archaeological evidence from cities, tombs, and oracle bones provides a detailed picture of this complex social hierarchy.